Ms. Rubin and the state are asking for the court to change the pickup and drop-off exchange location for the child to the Clear Lake Police Department on Bay Area Boulevard. The state and Ms. Rubin are asking the court to assess court costs against Mr. Barker as billed by the Galveston County District Clerk and order Mr. Barker to pay those to the Galveston County District Clerk on or before the 14th of April 2026. The state and Ms. Rubin are asking the court to take a retroactive child support judgment against Mr. Barker in the amount of $5,841. That is after application of a $600 credit for direct pay. The state and Ms. Rubin are also asking the court to take a retroactive medical support judgment against Mr. Barker in the amount of $2,100 as of April 13th, 2025. A medical support arrearage against Mr. Barker in the amount of $200.25, and a child support arrearage against Mr. Barker in the amount of $1,101.38 as of April 13th, 2025. The state and Ms. Rubin are asking the court to modify.
Are you asking for cumulative judgments?
Yes, yes, we will, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
And the state and Ms. Rubin are also asking the court to modify the current child support and medical support amounts based on the same gross monthly wages as the temporary order, but ordering Ms. Rubin to carry health and dental insurance through her employer at the cost of $264, with Mr. Barker being ordered to reimburse cash medical in the amount of $180 monthly beginning May 1st, 2025. And current child support of $255 monthly beginning May 1st, 2025.
That was 255?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
The state and Ms. Rubin are asking that all other terms of the temporary order remain in place.
And have parenting classes been taken by anybody?
Judge, if I may, Ms. Rubin has provided her certificate of completion that has been uploaded into the evidence portal, but I'm also sharing my screen. I've got it marked as States Exhibit 5.
Are you asking anything about
Yes,
that?
if the state would offer what's been marked for identification purposes as States Exhibit 5, Ms. Rubin's certificate of completion for her court-ordered parenting class.
And Ms. Rubin, do you have any objection to me admitting States Exhibit 5?
No.
Okay, States Exhibit 5 is admitted. Thank you, ma'am, for taking that.
You're welcome.
All right. The state would first call Ms. Rondo Constantine. Would you please state your name for the record?
Rondo Constantine,
And where are you employed?
Office of Attorney General, Child Support,
And what is your position there?
Child Support Officer,
And what is the nature of your responsibilities and duties as a child support officer?
conduct child support investigations, calculate child support, and retroactive child support.
Have you received any special trainings to ensure that your calculations of child support are in compliance with the Texas Family Code?
Yes,
All right. Did you calculate current child support and medical support in this matter?
yes.
And what are your calculations for current child support and medical support?
Okay, so we have gross monthly income, $2,000 a month. Health insurance, 180. Net income, 1592.01. Number of children in this order is 1. There are 2 other minor children. Net resources, 1592.01. The adjusted guideline percentage is 16%, and the guideline child support is $255 per month.
I'm sharing my screen with what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 2. Can you tell me what this document is?
The child support calculation worksheet?
Are these your calculations for child support and medical support in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
This is also a shorthand rendition of the testimony you just provided to the court?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, at this time, the state would offer what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2, the child support calculation sheet in this case.
Ms. Rubin, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit 2?
No.
State's Exhibit 2 is admitted.
And Ms. Rideau Constantine, did you also calculate retroactive support in this matter?
Before you move on, was that $2,000 based on, what was it based on? I don't want to assume.
The finding of gross monthly income in the temporary order.
Okay, so it's based on my finding after the hearing.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Rideau Constantine, did you also calculate retroactive child support in this matter?
Yes.
All right. And what are your calculations for retroactive support?
On the retro, so I have a total of $6,441, giving a credit of $600 for a final amount of $5,841 of retro.
And at this time, I'm sharing my screen with what's been marked as State's Exhibit 3. Can you tell me what this document is?
The calculation for retro child support judgment?
Are these your calculations for retroactive support in this case?
Yes.
Is this also a shorthand rendition of the testimony you just provided to the court?
Yes.
This time, the state would offer what's been marked as State's Exhibit 3, the calculations for retroactive child support in this case.
And Ms. Rubin, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit 3?
No.
Okay, State's Exhibit 3 is admitted.
No further questions for Ms. Rideau Constantine from the state judge. Pass the witness.
Ms. Rubin, do you have any questions for Ms. Rideau Constantine?
No.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rideau Constantine. You may be excused and you may call your next witness.
Thank you.
The state would call Ms. Rubin.
Yes.
Ms. Rubin,
Mhm.
are you requesting that the court modify the exchange location from the temporary order?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm moving
Okay.
and it's no longer near my house.
And what exchange location are you proposing to use?
The Clear Lake Police Department
Okay.
on Bay Area Boulevard.
W- Will that be located closer to your new residence?
Yes.
All right. And do you have any information on how far that away that will be from Mr. Barker's residence?
No, I know he lives in Lagomar. I would say about 15 minutes from his residence.
Okay.
Probably.
Sorry, where does he live?
In Lagomar?
Lagomar, okay.
Mhm.
And the previously ordered exchange location, how far away was that from him?
About 15 minutes.
Okay. And you're moving, what county will you be moving to?
Harris.
Okay. All right. After Joey was born, did you and Mr. Barker live together at any time?
Yes.
When did you live together?
From the time she was born up until January of 2022.
And from February of 2022 to the temporary order in December of 2024,
Mhm.
did Mr. Barker provide you any support for Joey?
About $600 total in that time period.
Uh, do you know what Mr. Barker was doing for his employment during that period?
I have no idea. No.
Okay. For that time frame, that same time frame, do you have any unpaid medical bills for Joey?
Yes.
All
She
right.
had her, oh, sorry.
And do you have an approximation of what's owed in those medical bills?
Total about $4,000 probably. Roughly, I know the one for her ear tubes was 3,700, and then I had another. I think it was just the one for the largest one was the one for her tubes, and that was $3,700.
And are you asking the court to order or to take a judgment against Mr. Barker for those unpaid for retroactive medical support?
Yes.
So did you come up with a number? I'm sorry, I blipped out for a moment. I heard her saying that the ear tubes were a certain amount, but I'm not sure I heard a final number.
The ear tubes were $3,700, and that was the largest bill that I've had to pay. Outside of that, it's been like co-pays here and there and things like that, and I didn't, know if that was really important. But the ear tubes was the largest amount that I had to pay.
And Ms. Rubin, do you
Mhm.
know of any change in Mr. Barker's income since the court entered this temporary order back in December?
No,
Ah. Does Mr. Barker have any other children under the age of 18?
two. Well, I think one of them is. I know for sure one of them is 17, and the other one is older. I'm not sure of the exact age of the other one, but he's older than 17.
Uh, do you know if that older one is still in high school?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have private health insurance available to you through your employer?
Yes.
All right. Health, dental, both.
Health, dental, vision.
Okay. And how much does the health coverage cost?
Roughly $220 a month for just Joey, or for all inclusive. For me only, it would be $66 a month. For
$66 a month or pay
I
period?
mean, I'm sorry, per pay period. And then for if I included Joey, it would be $220 additional per month for the insurance.
Okay. That $220 figure, is that included? Is dental insurance included in that figure?
Yeah, that's all inclusive.
Are you asking the court to order you to carry health and dental for Joey?
Yes.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, did you prove up the medical retroactive support? Again, I'm not sure I heard the number. Like I know you said you were asking for 2,100, but I'm not sure how it got there.
So, all right. Ms. Rubin,
Yes.
you're asking for half of your $3,700 bill, is that right?
Of the 3,700, and then I had a $500 copay that I paid for that as well. So I'm sorry for not including that previously, but I'm asking for half of that and then half of that $500 copay that I had to pay for that surgery.
I'm sorry, ma'am, you're coming in and out a little, or you're mumbling maybe at the end, so I'm missing
Mhm.
some of what you're saying.
Okay, so I'm asking for.
And there's a lot of numbers, so it's hard to
Yeah,
keep
I know.
track when it gets mumbling.
Sorry. So I have $3,700 that I paid for for the ear tubes, and then I paid a $500 copay for that surgery as well when she was going into the surgery. So I'm asking for half of both of those numbers.
And have you paid the bill on the ear tube surgery?
So it's gone to a debt collector. So I'm paying a debt collector because it was $3,700, and I thought I would have help, but I didn't. It was out of pocket. It was supposed to be out of pocket for me.
And when was the ear tube surgery?
In March of 2022.
So before this temporary order.
Mm-hmm.
And is he going to know about the change? Has he been exercising the visits? Are you all meeting at Lamarck Police Station?
He's exercising the visits
More or less, or somewhat.
more or less. It just depends on how he feels when he wakes up that morning.
So you're going to have to communicate with him that it's a new location, so you're all not going to different places?
I did. I communicated
Okay.
yesterday
Okay. Did he?
that I was going to ask for an update. So that's why I understand.
Did he have any concerns about the change? Because it sounds like it might actually be easier to get there because there's less construction going north than south.
Right. No, he didn't have any concerns about the change, as far as I know.
I am going to find that Mr. Barker is in default and render judgment based on the testimony presented. I'm going to continue the temporary orders with some changes. So I am going to appoint Ms. Rubin, the managing conservator, and Mr. Barker, the possessory conservator, and with Ms. Rubin having the right to determine the primary residence of the child within Harris County or any county that touches Harris County. And the communication between the parties, I'm continuing the app close. I'm ordering that everyone download and use the app close program to communicate for the temporary orders. I am continuing the injunctions for the temporary orders, the mutual injunctions. And finding that Mr. Barker's gross resources are $2,000. I am finding that Ms. Rubin has health insurance available and is agreeing to provide it and be ordered to provide it. So I'm ordering that she provide health and dental insurance. And I'm ordering that Mr. Barker reimburse and pay Ms. Rubin cash medical support at $180 per month, beginning May 1st of 2025. I'm ordering that he pay child support of $255 each month, beginning May 1st, 2025. I'm not sure you gave me the cumulative child support judgment, so give me one moment. Actually, I'm not sure you got into the pay record, so I can't look it up. Did you say it though? Did we have testimony on that? I don't think we did.
I didn't, Judge.
Okay. I'll let you provide that, but we're gonna have to reopen testimony, which is not appropriate, but hopefully he won't appeal. You may proceed.
Ms. Rubin,
Yes.
you have a court order for Mr. Barker to pay you child support and cash medical support.
Yes.
All right. And has he made you any payments for child support or medical support directly since that temporary order was put in place?
No.
Have you had an opportunity to review an updated copy of the pay record?
No.
Okay. Ms. Rubin, I'm sharing copy of the pay record in this case. Does this pay record accurately reflect Mr. Barker's court-ordered child support and medical support obligation to you?
Yes.
Are there any payments that Mr. Barker made for either cash medical or child support that are not reflected on this pay record?
No. And I just want to confirm that this pay record says that he hasn't paid anything. Is that with the total arrears, and then down at the bottom, the totals under the balance column, is that indicating that he hasn't paid anything?
Amount due and amount applied.
Okay.
So the balance, yes, that's the balance.
I just wanted to make sure I was reading it correctly. Sorry.
So at this time, the state would offer what's been marked as, for identification purposes, as State's Exhibit 4, the pay record in this case.
And Ms. Rubin, do you have any objection to me admitting Exhibit 4 into evidence?
No.
State's Exhibit 4 is admitted.
No further questions for Ms. Rubin at this time. Thank you, Judge. Pass the witness.
Okay, do you have any requests in terms of payouts, or should I just do some math?
Judge, the state would request that the court order a $25 payout on the cumulative judgment of $2,300.25 for medical support, with that payment beginning May 1st, 2025, and a cumulative child support judgment of $6,942.38 as of April 13th, 2025, with Mr. Barker being ordered to pay that judgment off at the rate of $75 monthly beginning May 1st, 2025.
Everything on the ready stands. I believe I stopped at child support. Is that correct? I gave a current child support and current medical support amounts.
Yes, Judge.
And I'm also ordering that Miss Barker provide dental insurance, and the dental support is included in the cash medical support.
Miss Rubin?
I'm sorry, Miss Rubin.
Okay.
So Miss Rubin is ordered to provide dental support. Correct me if this is wrong. I think this was what the testimony proved up.
Yes, with reimbursement from Mr. Barker.
I don't believe I heard a specific number, so I think that number is included in the cash medical.
Yes, Judge.
Of 180. Okay. And I'm ordering a cumulative child support judgment against Mr. Barker in the amount of $6,942.38 as of April 13th, 2025. That includes the retroactive judgment proved up as well as the arrears proved up. And I'm ordering that Mr. Barker pay that judgment back at a rate of $75 each month beginning May 1st, 2025. I'm ordering a cumulative medical support judgment for both the arrears proved up for the pay record, as well as the testimony regarding unreimbursed medical expenses from before the temporary orders. So I'm ordering a medical support judgment against Mr. Barker in the amount of $2,300.25 as of April 13th, 2025. And I'm ordering that Mr. Barker pay that back at a rate of $25 each month, beginning May 1st, 2025. And I'm ordering that Mr. Barker pay court costs on or before April 14th of 2026. And I'm ordering that the non-disclosure finding continue. That was previously ordered. And I'm continuing the order that if any part of this order is different than any other order or protective order that has been entered or that is entered in the future, the protective or other order prevails. Covers. I'm not sure if I officially said it, but I am ordering that the pickup and drop off location, yeah, I think that was put at the end of the order. So the visitation will be the same as the temporary order, except the pickup and drop off location will be changed to the Clear Lake Police Department on Bay Area Boulevard. So the state's going to draft the order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to you through DocuSign shortly to review and sign off on, ma'am. But thank you so much for coming in today, and good luck with everything going forward.
Thank you.